Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video I'm going to talk to you again about kratom. Now I've put out a number of videos talking about kratom, the dangers, why I think it should be banned, and I've taken quite a bit of flack for that. People saying, oh, I'm imposing on their freedom and they have a right to choose how they want to live their life, and I don't know what I'm talking about, you know, all the usual stuff. Fine, if you want to use kratom, if you want to use marijuana, knock yourself out. You can sit in your house and do whatever you want. But my mission is to help to save families, because when somebody has a severe behavioral health issue, these days normally fueled by something like marijuana or this poison kratom, you know, I come from a very different perspective, okay? And at some point, when somebody is clearly suffering, which means the family suffering too, action has to be taken. Otherwise, the consequences can be very, very severe. So here it is, and I've been saying that this thing is a problem for a while. Kratom poisoning surged 1,200% over the past decade, and regulators are struggling to keep up with the dangers. I'll put a link to this article in the description for the video. Waltham, Massachusetts, proposals to ban or regulate kratom, a plant-based substance sold in gas stations, convenience stores, and vape shops, are making headlines in local newspapers across the United States. But as lawmakers debate whether to regulate or ban kratom, public health problems associated with the drug continues to rise. In late March 2026, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reported that hospitalizations and poisonings involving kratom have increased by more than 1,200% over the past decade. For all the people out there who say it's not a problem, you might want to read this article, because it is a problem. And at some point, we have to draw the line. Somebody even asked me, well, why don't we ban alcohol? And I said, well, we did do that. It didn't really seem to work. I mean, at some point, we have to weigh, you know, public policy in protecting people and someone's right to freedom. Okay, at some point, the danger, right, is so severe that it just outweighs your right to choose and do whatever the hell you want. I mean, why have driver's licenses? Why not just let people drive? You know, they can drive as fast as they want. There's no restriction on it. For that matter, why not, you know, get rid of the bar exam? Why bother even with law school? Why not just let people go out and practice law? All right, as public policy dictates, at some point we have to protect the public, right? Which means that we make sure that people have a certain ability to drive a car with it, so they get a driver's license. We make sure that lawyers go to law school and actually pass the bar exam. We make sure our doctors go to medical school and pass their board exams, okay? Because the need to protect the public outweighs someone's freedom to do whatever the hell they want. And if you can tell I'm passionate about it, I am. You know, over the years, I've spoken to so many families that are being destroyed by things like kratom. So I'm not going to apologize for being passionate about this stuff. I'm going to keep talking about it. On the opposing side, lawmakers are also hearing from lobbyists representing the kratom industry and kratom users who insist it's a safe natural substance. Yeah, well, marijuana is a plant too, but do you know how many psychosis-based marijuana cases we're seeing? Well, it's all natural. Scientific evidence shows that kratom carries real risks and are often downplayed or misunderstood. Kratom is not a treatment for opioid addiction. Another claim often made in the legislative hearings is that kratom can treat opioid addiction. So what are we doing now? We're going to swap, you know, one poop for the next. So, you know, don't use that opioid, use this one so that you don't use that one. I mean, really, is that what it's come down to? Silliness, okay? We got to ban it, okay? We have to ban it. The state of Colorado, one of the 40 states that legalize marijuana, now has a mental health crisis on their hands. Why? Because they legalized marijuana, people started to use it freely, and a lot of people, and we see this when we get calls, think they equate legality with safety. Just because it's legal don't mean it's safe. Just because you got a card don't mean it's safe, right? And now they have so many people with mental health crises, they're running a budget deficit. They don't have the money to treat all these people that are now experiencing mental health issues because of the marijuana. Anyway, all right, you get the point I'm trying to make. I'll let you read the article for yourself, and I'm certainly interested and open to hearing comments. I'm sure I'll take a bit more flack for this. As long as you're respectful, I don't care. Of course, if you're disrespectful, I'm going to delete your comment, because, I mean, we can agree to disagree, but rudeness, disrespect, never going to be tolerated. And if you're rude to somebody else to post, I'll delete that comment too. So be polite, people. I know it's difficult in the current environment we live in, but it's okay to disagree, okay? If there's an issue going on in your family, let me know. I will make you a video. I want you to have the information you need, and I want other families to have the information too. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want more of this content I put out there every day for you, please subscribe to the channel. And with that said, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.